My name is Margaret Coons and I'm the founder and CEO at Nuts for Cheese. So I started Nuts for Cheese in 2015 at a farmer's market here in London, Ontario. So I was actually working as a chef at a vegan restaurant in town while I was doing my undergrad, and originally my dream was to have my own vegan restaurant, but I thought I would try a farmer's market for the summer. I'd started making these cheeses at the restaurant and I put them on the menu there. It became a very popular menu item. Started getting a lot of retail demand, and now we're sold nationally in Canada and the US. When I first started out selling the product at a farmer's market, I was wrapping wedges in saran wrap by hand. We then graduated to a cheese paper, and not only was it super labor intensive, it wasn't a great way to preserve the quality or shelf life of the product. So when we found the packaging solution that we use today, it was hugely influential because it was both a lot more efficient, but it also increased our shelf life threefold using modified atmosphere technology. We did interview a number of packaging suppliers, but found that MULTIVAC was a great group of folks to work with. They had really high quality equipment, and Andy from MULTIVAC has been a huge champion of our brand and product, and he's been a pleasure to work with over the years.
My name is Andy Malacaria, and I am the Regional Sales Manager for MULTIVAC Canada for Western Ontario.
The packaging that we've purchased from MULTIVAC to date is the R105 thermoformer.
The R105 is a scalable machine that you can definitely grow with. It's a very popular machine, great price point as well. It's one of our starter machines, our 1 series.
Welcome to our Nuts for Cheese factory. My name is Scott McMillan and I am the VP of Operations. Once we pan the cheese, we send it into our aging cooler. From our aging cooler, we take it out, we turn it out, it's called, so we take it out of those forms. We put it on the baker's racks, and then we bring it out to our cheese cutter where we cut the wheel into 12 equal-sized wedges. And then we take those wedges and put them in the R105 MULTIVAC thermoformer to be packaged.
Typically, we say that the machine runs roughly around 6 to 8 cycles per minute, more the 8 cycles per minute. But there are customers, depending on the product, that could run possibly 9, 10 cycles per minute.
As those wedges come over, they're ready to be thermoformed. So that film enters that MULTIVAC. It's then heated up and then goes across the die box. The die box then has molds in it, which is the unique shape of our wedge. The wedge is then filmed, or that pocket is formed. It carries forward, and then we're manually putting those wedges in that pocket, top sealed, and then to be gas flushed, which increases our shelf life as well.
The biggest thing about this machinery that's really been a game changer for us is the ability to extend our shelf life. We're a super clean label product. We don't use anything artificial. And so for us to be able to achieve a longer shelf life without any preservatives or use of anything that would compromise the quality of the product was hugely important to us. We have a 6-month shelf life from production.
As the film comes through there's a series of knives, 4 knives, that cut the individual wedges. What you're seeing here is the trim pieces on either end that's getting wound up.
So we're producing most days of the week, and we'll produce about 400 wheels a day, and there's 12 wedges in a wheel.
Another great feature about the MULTIVAC is the HMI. Whenever we have a problem, the HMI tells us where to look within the machine or with the equipment, or whether to contact the service department. And MULTIVAC's been a great partner in helping us resolve issues that happen, and we usually get those issues resolved within the day, and then we're back up and running.
MULTIVAC tells us that we can store hundreds or even thousands of recipes, but we currently have about 9 SKUs of cheese and 3 SKUs of butter.
Food safety is very important to us, so they're going through a Loma IQ4 metal detector, and we're looking for ferrous, non-ferrous, and stainless steel pieces of metal. They then exit that metal detector and go onto a collection table where they're packed into crates for further processing.
The use of the MULTIVAC machinery to package our product has actually afforded us a layer of protection in terms of ensuring that the quality of the product and the shape of the product stays consistent.
What we really like about the MULTIVAC thermoformer is that it allows us to retain the shape of the wedge, which is part of our brand image. It seals it nicely. It keeps it in a firm wedge for further packaging.
So there's an element of protecting the product that comes with the nitrogen flush that's not so tight that it squishes the product, but it also protects it in the plastic film, and then the box adds an added layer of protection.
So as a company, we're really striving to be a one-source supplier. We've recently launched a number of processing lines, and we've also sell film and packaging materials as well. So I'd like to bring in Jessica, one of our film specialists, to tell you a little bit more about that.
So my name is Jessica Zamora. I am the Regional Sales Manager in Ontario for the film side. So we are suppliers of the film with the machines as well. For this specific product, for Nuts for Cheese, we are going to start looking for the best film supply for the tray sealer. So we were looking for different solutions that adapts perfectly to the product and of course what they are looking for.
The R105 is very easy to use. Because it's so easy to use, it allowed us to make the decision to buy the T305 for our next product line.
Next year we are actually launching a line of cream cheeses, so that'll be our next MULTIVAC equipment purchase. But they're going to be a tub format, which will afford us all kinds of room for creativity and new flavors.
The nice thing about it is the increased speed. It could run upwards with MAP 10 cycles per minute.
MULTIVAC will be supplying the equipment for the tubs as well as the top film for sealing the tubs.
So we thought it'd be a great opportunity to look at this machine with the new price point as well as the footprint. It's a smaller unit. So those are the two basic strong advantages of the machine. It really helps our customers automate their production.
We feel super delighted to be able to share products that are not only delicious but healthy, that make people feel good and are a viable alternative to dairy cheeses.
We're a company that doesn't just sell machines, we want to sell solutions and build partnerships and relationships for the long term. And they've just been fantastic to deal with.
MULTIVAC is a great packaging partner for us.